Glacier Outpost sits alone on the edge of an ice shelf. The horizon is white, flat, and endless. A green aurora hangs low above the ridge. Nothing here expects visitors. The airlock is already sealed. Power indicators remain steady. The station keeps its quiet routine. Inside the main module, the floor is warm under your boots. A small heater cycles in a low, even tone. Condensation stays clear from the windows. Along one wall, instrument cases rest in a neat row. Latches stay closed. Labels read, weather, ice, comms, power. A monitor shows wind speed and outside temperature. Numbers hold steady. No alert banner appears. A narrow corridor connects the sleeping bunks to the control desk. Red night lights keep the space dim. No door stands open. At the desk, a radio speaker remains silent. No static, no test tone. Only a faint hum from the battery cabinet. A clipboard lies under a lamp with a checklist for the shift. Boxes remain empty. A pen stays clipped. Beyond the window, the aurora shifts slowly across the sky. It does not flash. It does not brighten. It drifts in quiet bands of green. On the snowfield, marker poles form a straight line toward a distant sensor mast. Reflective tape catches the light once, then fades. No tracks cross the route. A wind turbine stands near the berm. Its blades turn at a steady, moderate pace. The pitch of the generator does not change. You step into the airlock and watch the gauges. Pressure holds. The inner door remains secure. The outer door remains closed. A heater vent sends warm air across the metal threshold. Not hot, just consistent. You do not need to go outside. The outpost is already doing its work. Back in the main module, a dehumidifier tray remains empty. A drain hose stays clear. No drip reaches the floor. The ice core freezer keeps a steady temperature. A blue light remains on. The compressor does not surge. On a shelf, sample tubes sit in foam slots. Caps remain tight. Labels remain readable in the dim lamp. A brief vibration passes through the structure. Not an impact, just wind pressing against the outer panels. Then stillness returns. The walls hold their seals. No draft enters the corridor. The aurora continues to drift above the ridge, slow and unchanged. Time feels different in the polar night. The clock hands move, but the room does not follow. Light, air, and instruments keep the same pattern. A status screen by the comms rack shows link stable. No packet loss warning appears. No reconnect begins. The radio remains quiet. The turbine keeps turning. The outpost remains warm inside its insulated shell. You sit on the bench beside the window. The glass is cold to the touch. A thin line of frost stays at the edge, never spreading. Outside, The sensor mast light blinks once, then disappears into distance. It does not call for attention. It simply marks that the field is still being watched. Inside, nothing needs to be checked again. The outpost holds. The Aurora hangs above the ice, and the long, clear hours continue without hurry. A locker near the door holds cold weather suits in clear bags. Zippers remain closed. A small oxygen canister sits clipped to the side, untouched. Beside the locker, a sled is strapped to the wall mount. Its runners stay clean. No strap has been loosened. In the utility bay, fuel tanks rest behind a grated panel. Valves remain at their marked positions. A gauge needle stays fixed in the green. A faint smell of diesel stays contained in the compartment. The ventilation keeps it sealed away. Outside, the ice makes a sound once, deep and slow. Not cracking nearby, just the shelf settling far away. The outpost does not react. The turbine blades keep their pace. A small satellite dish stands on a short tower behind the berm. Its face remains pointed at the same patch of sky. No motor adjusts the angle. A thin cable runs down the mast in tight clips. On the comms rack, a modem light blinks in a slow pattern. It does not change. The link remains steady. A printed note beside the rack reads, "Do not reset during stable link." The paper stays taped flat. Back at the control desk, a thermal mug rests on a coaster. No steam rises now. The lid remains closed. A pencil lies parallel to the edge of the logbook. The page remains blank for this hour. The Aurora shifts again, slightly lower on the horizon. Green fades into darker green, then returns. A sensor status board shows 3 lines. Mast, OK. Seismic, OK. Thermal, OK. No warning color replaces the text. The heater cycles once more. A soft click. A brief push of warm air. Then the same steady background tone returns. The outpost keeps its balance. The night stays clear. You sit by the window and let the glass hold the cold. The field light blinks once at the mast, then disappears. Inside, the lamp stays steady. Outside, the Aurora continues its slow drift. Nothing needs your attention now. The outpost stays awake. The ice field, without needing a response. The turbine keeps its steady turn. The blades do not speed up. They do not slow down. A thin vibration travels through the floor once, then stops. In the utility bay, the fuel gauge remains in the same position. No valve handle shifts. No cap loosens on a fitting. The grated panel stays cool under your hand. Air moves behind it in a constant loop. At the comms rack, the modem light continues its slow pattern. One blink, a pause, then another. The link stable line remains unchanged. No reconnect starts. No warning banner appears. Outside the window, the Aurora slides a little farther along the ridge. It does not flare. It does not break into stripes. It simply drifts, quiet and steady. Green fades to darker green, then returns. A marker pole out on the field catches the station light. The reflective tape flashes once, then disappears. No track runs toward it. Snow remains smooth between poles. The route stays empty. The airlock gauges remain steady. Pressure holds in the safe band. The outer door stays shut. The inner door stays latched. Warm air brushes the threshold and moves on. In the freezer, the compressor cycles once. A soft change in tone. Then the usual low hum returns. Sample tubes remain in their foam slots. Labels stay readable. Caps remain tight. A deep sound rises from the ice shelf far below the berm. Not sharp, not close. A long, slow settling. The outpost does not answer. Seals remain tight. The heater continues. You pass the bunk door and look inside. Blankets remain folded at the foot of the mattress. A small red nightlight stays on. No drawer is left open. The corridor remains quiet. At the desk, the logbook page stays blank. The pencil remains parallel to the edge. A clock hand moves one step. You do not follow it. The room keeps its pattern without needing attention. A small sensor board shows 3 lines of status. Mast, okay. Seismic, okay. Thermal, okay. No color changes. No tone sounds. Outside, the turbine blades continue their measured pace. The dish remains fixed toward its section of sky. The mast light blinks once, then disappears into distance. Inside, the bench stays beside the window. The mug stays closed. The locker zippers remain shut. Nothing needs to be checked again. The Aurora hangs lower for a moment, then steadies. Wind stays light against the outer panels. The outpost remains warm in its insulated shell. And the long polar night continues, quiet and controlled. A thin line of frost remains on the window frame. It does not spread inward. It stays at the edge, held by the warm air inside. On the floor near the vent, a rubber mat lies flat. Corners do not curl. No snow melts onto it. In the storage locker, gloves hang in pairs. Straps remain buckled. A headset rests on its hook, untouched. A laminated evacuation card stays clipped to the inside door. Text remains sharp under the lamp. No finger traces the steps. The satellite modem emits a faint, steady heat. Not enough to warm the room, just enough to feel present if you rest your hand near the casing. The ventilation fan pulls that warmth away and levels it out. Outside, a distant ridge shows a thin line of shadow. No animal crosses it. No vehicle light appears. The field remains empty between the poles. Only the Aurora moves, slow and quiet. A small cup of water sits on the desk, half full. The surface remains still. No ripple forms. The room stays stable. A pen cap lies beside the logbook. It does not roll. It stays where it was set down. In the airlock cabinet, spare filters remain in their plastic sleeves. Seals remain tight. Labels remain aligned on the shelves. A pressure suit bag rests on the lower rack. Its zipper remains closed. No strap hangs loose. From the roofline, a soft tap sounds once, then stops. Snow shifting against metal. Nothing heavier. The turbine continues. The outpost holds. The night stays clear.